everybody! Happy Tuesday! I can't believe that Robert Wilson died, I think that's his last name, and committed suicide. Such a famous person. I'm sorry for his loss. I can't believe he was battling addiction too. I have no idea how it would feel to battle an addiction. That must be something hard. I can't believe that. But then again, pressure can lead you to being overwhelmed or having a lot of pressure to succeed could lead you to suicide. Not saying that that led him to commit suicide, because from what I heard, they say something that he was addicted to something. That's what I just heard from people around, because I don't really watch the news. I just heard it at work that he died. But Mrs. What was that movie called? Doubtfire was a great movie. I didn't even know he was a comedian either. But suicide is serious. And when somebody's depressed and they say they're going to commit suicide, people should take that seriously. Even if they do it just for attention, that doesn't mean they're not going to do it. It possibly means they're going to do it. And some people do test people by saying they're going to commit suicide just to see how many people care. I know some people do it just to get attention, but even if they do get it for attention, you should still take it seriously. And people need to get help for their issues, not battle it alone. Trust me, I know. I don't know what it feels like to battle an addiction, but I know what it feels like to go through depression. And no matter how bad you are, there's always somebody worse off than you, and there's always somebody that cares about you. He left 3 kids and a wife. He had everything going for him. But then again, maybe he felt so alone because he couldn't figure out who his real friends are. I'm not him. All I'm saying, it is very sad when somebody commits suicide. And it's very sad that people don't talk about depression. People think they're going to be shunned because they talk about depression, or people going to feel sorry for them for depression. It is just hard to deal with depression. But you know a way you could beat depression? What sort of help deal with depression? Is writing. I wrote something like 3 days ago. It's called, Why Does Being Famous Good and Bad? Here it is. I think being famous is a good and bad. First, being famous is good because you have money to buy things. It's good because you get to meet new people. It's also good because people talk about you all the time. You have friends. You get to be a role model too. So many people, I think want to be famous. And sometimes people want to get famous for the wrong thing, like doing dare websites and doing crazy stuff, or committing crimes just to be famous. So, yeah. And here's why I think it's bad. I think it's a bad thing is when you do something wrong, everybody knows about it. Or when you have addiction, everybody knows about it. When you don't, you know who your friends are just for your money. So you don't know if people are really your friends just for money, or just to use you to be on TV or to be famous with them. And you don't have privacy most of the time. Famous people don't. And some of them are selfish and think they are better than everybody else, or that they're entitled to more, like skip people in line or skip out on a bill sometimes, or something like that. Or they think that everybody should treat them royalty just because they're famous. And everybody else. Oh, and they have to work a lot of hours. And they focus more on looks, more than what's inside of them. And they have to be away from their family a lot of the time. We all want to be famous for something. I think to be famous, in my opinion, is to help others out, and to be yourself, and to glorify the Lord, or what you believe in. That's what I think famous is. About changing other people's lives and helping other people out. Whether it's holding a door, whether it's smiling at somebody, whether when you see somebody down, make it a point to ask them if they're okay, even if you don't know them. Be a friend to somebody that needs a friend. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, have a disability, believe in God, believe in Scientology, believe in agnostics, or what. Their differences. Be there for somebody that needs you. That's what I think is being famous. Is look beyond who you are, or about yourself, or what you want, and look at somebody else's needs. But take care of yourself at the same time. That's what I think being famous means. And depression needs to be talked about more. And it doesn't need to be looked at as a bad thing. It needs to be looked at as we have a problem. How do we help solve the problem of depression? As I said, being there for somebody is somebody else. Actually listening to people. And by the way, sorry, this might sound selfish because I know I talk about myself a lot, but you know what? It could help somebody else out. I have a pet peeve. And mostly it's about boys boys say this to me. Or people at my gym say this sometimes, and so does Wolf. They're like, you're not listening to me. In actuality, I really am listening. I don't understand what you're actually saying. Doesn't mean I'm not listening. Just means I don't want to turn around and you to think I'm stupid because I don't know what you're saying. So I don't have the courage sometimes to say, what do you mean? I don't understand. Oh, and by the way, fear can make you depressed too. And people need to have sympathy for other people, or empathy for other people. And people need to start being kind to people. As I said, write on a restaurant when you get a ticket back, write something nice to somebody that you don't even know. Or go buy food for somebody that needs food. Or go do somebody's hair for free. Or just sit there and listen to somebody talk. And be there after they beat depression, too. You know another way to beat depression? Is doing this. Is a way to help with depression. Doing exercising. And by the way, I wasn't trying to lose weight, really. I was trying to gain weight and muscle, but I actually ended up losing 3 pounds. So all together, in over a year, I've lost 35 pounds. I was so mad when I got on the scale, and normally people think that's a good thing, but in my case, since my goal was to try to gain muscle, it's kind of a bad thing. But it's a good thing in a way because I'm training for a marathon soon. My marathon's in November. Anyways, that's what I say. Doing stuff like this. And writing in a journal can help with the question. And I want to know if there's any such thing as yoga and weightlifting put together, like what I was doing yesterday, and I'll try to do it again. And by the way, this weight is 7.5 pounds, and I know it is plastic, but still, I want to know for real if there is any such thing as weightlifting and might be kind of dangerous too, is why people don't do it. I wonder if I could do a bow pose and hold a weight. Exercise is so much fun. Holy cow! guys, and one more thing that can beat depression is taking a walk and riding a bike or running. But the most, I think, a way to help with depression, and is to really beat it, is to pray to God. Or pray what you believe in. And I don't know necessarily if going to a doctor and taking medicine would help with depression. Because do you really want to rely on medicine to help you with your mood? And yeah, I know I take ADHD medicine to help me focus, but that's different in my opinion, because it's not really solving my problems. It's just helping me focus more so I can do better in life. I don't know if depression pills really works, because you would have to be, because then you're just using medicine to help you with your moods, and you would never learn how to help your moods. But then again, I'm using medicine to help me focus more, where there could be other options. So, I guess kind of contradictive, but I'm not really sure. But I don't know, because I want to know what would happen if you get off your medicine with depression. You might be more suicidal, and depression medicine might make you more suicidal, I heard. I don't know that much about depression medicine, but see, if I go off my ADHD medicine, all that would happen was probably I would talk more than I am now, and I would be more hyped up, and my thoughts would be more faster than they are now, and I wouldn't slow down. I would probably be going faster than I am now. So, yeah, that's my opinion about things. And oh yeah, I have a dream. I have many dreams, but this dream is far out dream. This is like 20 years down the road dream. Was to be a personal trainer. But sadly, I gotta learn the body parts and learn what they do. Like, this is gonna sound stupid because I probably should know this, but like in my yoga class, and my trainer always says hip with the paw. And I don't understand what they mean when they say that, and I don't want to look stupid, so I don't ask them what they mean. But I kind of don't get when they use terms like that. And I don't want to ask, what do you mean? Because I don't want them to look at me like an idiot, or I don't want them to think that I should know that. And I don't want them to down my dream. I know that I want to do something with fitness and something with special needs. Working with kids with disabilities. And something to do with God, too. But not a preacher. So, really, I'm only 24 and I have no clue what I want to do. Because I have many passions. Anyways, help somebody else that needs help. Whether you see somebody crying on the street that you don't know, ask them if they want something, or ask them if they're okay. So look beyond your world and go out and help somebody else. Bye!